The next video, this one is going to cover my off-trail days while I'm in Beaumont doing some RV stuff. So it'll be somewhere, I'm hoping, no more than 5 days, but 3 to 5 days, hopefully. So that's why it's bridging a number of days. It's off-trail stuff, not hiking. Don't know how much I'll really video here, but we'll see. I'll just add stuff in that's might be of some interest. And then the next video out will hopefully be shooting from Mount Laguna as I hike towards Scissors Crossing in Julian. All right, here we go. Oh, a little addendum. It's so nice to see the sun shining. Yeah, even though it was only 2.5 days of pissy weather, that was enough for me. And yeah, looking at the white cover on San Jacinto, and especially up by Wrightwood, definitely they had a bunch of snowdrops, so that's going to be interesting when I get there in a week or 10 days. I'm walking into the I-10 cache under the I-10 freeway. I'm walking in from Tamarack Road, so I'll be walking southbound in this direction. Just gonna check it out. It doesn't look like anybody's here. It's a pretty nice day right now, Monday. I think it's the 7th, and ambient temperatures in the low 60s. But I can see snow up on San Jacinto, Fuller Ridge, and down on the drop. So, you know, you'd be walking through some of it. The upside to that is that if you're carrying a stove, you can melt snow for water. And if it's nice enough, like today, you could even melt it in a dark-colored yard leaf bag by spreading it out super thin in the sun, and it'll melt. So, I posted up right there a few years ago. Worked out okay. A little noisy, but hey, I was tired, so, you know, I still got my sleep. I think I did leave early because it was supposed to be screaming hot. It was in May, and I think I took off around 3 in the morning or 4 for Whitewater. And it's a good thing because I was pretty tired by the time I got over to Mission Creek that day. Well, they've cleaned up the cache, which I think it's Mama Bear. She posted a video on it. Looks pretty good. There are, what do you see, about 2.5 gallons of water, maybe actually 2 3/4 right here now, and some beers, light beers, and something in this bag. I'm not going to open it, but I'm assuming it's probably something edible. Yeah, I'll be here, I'd say in about 2 weeks maybe. I have to go back and restart from Mount Laguna. Came off for weather and to handle a issue with my RV, which is going to be done this week. But yeah, there's a long-range view of Jacinto. Fuller Ridge would be right in here, and then the drop comes down this ridge here and bends around and eventually comes out on Snow Creek, and then you where the water fountain is, and then you walk down into the little hamlet across the flats to here. So yeah, it's a pretty nice day. Damn good weather for hiking down here. It's not hot and it's not cold. It's right in the middle, but there is a little water in there, so I guess there's probably a route. Let's see if there's a dry route over here under the train tracks. I see a bunch of footprints. Oh yeah, it looks like. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't have to wade through the water. But anyway, this would be the view northbound as you come up into the cache under the freeway, I-10 freeway. Oh, about running up on 6 p.m. on Monday the 7th. And made some great progress today. Got the RV over to the repair shop, who said they would definitely have it fixed this week. That's great news, because that means I can get back on trail this week. So I'm in a motel room, which my insurance covers, fortunately, and that allows me to just chill out. I guess the downside is that I've been following the Ukrainian disaster, just because I want to at least stay in touch with what appears to be the reality of a Russian invasion. So in any event, went down today after a little shopping to the I-10 cache under the freeway. No one was there, but it's been cleaned up. It's looking good. And on the way, I could see a lot of snow on Jacinto and San Gorgonio Range, San Bernardino Mountains. So that's going to be a challenge, I'm sure, when I finally get there, probably in another 10 to 14 days. I need to go back to Mount Laguna to start back on the trail, which I will do. Anyway, it's been a good day. Got another couple of days here in the old motel, and R&R, I'm just gonna kick it. Yeah, so I'll give a little update probably tomorrow and the next day. Other than that, probably not gonna shoot a lot of video because, hey, there isn't too much interesting, but if there is, I'll try and capture it. Tuesday morning, March the 8th, at about 8 a.m. Very nice night here in my motel room. So I'll be relaxing today and tomorrow, and probably Thursday, as I continue to wait for my RV to be made happy. In the meantime, I'm clearly, as you can tell, staying in touch with the world drama over in Ukraine, but kind of have it in the background with closed captioning on, muted most of the time, and catching up on some YouTube videos from hikers that I follow, and just relaxing. Wake up whenever I want to, nap whenever I want to, and do the off-trail thing. So we'll see what today brings. I'll probably venture out somewhere, since I also brought my truck out of storage so I can be mobile. Today is supposed to be quite a mild day here in Beaumont, California. Wednesday, March the 9th. Still chilling out in the old motel room here, watching world news, sadly, and hoping my RV is being fixed so I can pick it up, put it back in storage, and get back on the trail. So, just chilling out. If anything happens worthwhile, I will try and pass it along on this. Thursday afternoon, chilling out in the old motel room. The RV has been repaired and is back in storage, and I am positioned to roll out of here first thing in the morning. So I am kind of noticing that, and maybe it's just a function of having 5 days off here. But yeah, I need to reconnect with the trail and the hiking environment. Clearly, I'm feeling a bit lackadaisical right now, not feeling particularly motivated. So I'm hoping to just start walking again and let it fill in. It's not really something I can push hard against, but I guess what I can do is allow it to sort of regenerate, and I'll just take it as it comes. But yeah, it's sort of like my RV, or I guess if one had a house, the motel room is a pretty comfortable environment and easy lifting, to say the least. So that doesn't mean the trail can't work, because it has in the past. But anyway, I'm just noticing that and feeling a little melancholy of sorts. So I'm just going to let that thought percolate and that emotion, I guess. And hopefully I'll get a decent night's sleep and spend tomorrow morning anyway what I hope to be a reasonably short transit back on trail. But clearly I have not connected with any kind of a ride yet, so Ubers are in the low hundreds, so not particularly thrilled about doing that. The closer I get to Mount Laguna, or actually Julian, the more options will open up. Anyway, that's the story. Talk to you later. A little addendum here. A few things that definitely contributed to this sort of low energy condition. Came off trail last weekend in Mount Laguna during the snowy 2+ day affair, and fortunately was able to post up in a cabin. But anyway, that, and then of course getting off trail and tuning into the Ukraine drama, and finishing up watching Dope Sick on Hulu. That's not exactly a happy story. It is done very well and could represent other corporate bad behavior too, even today, right now. That didn't happen that long ago. So yeah, and then dealing with the uncertainty of the RV repair, which worked out fine. I do have on the upside a good weather forecast for the upcoming 5 to 10 days, so that'll really help and get me up at least to the base of San Jacinto, and hopefully up and into Idlewild. So anyway, really that's about it for now. See you mañana in the next video, which would be covering Friday, the 11th.